You are watching hashtag Nerd Swag.
Yo, 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 what's up, Nerd Swag and Universe? It is I, your friendly neighborhood comic book reviewer, Stephen Savelli, and I'm here representing hashtag Nerd Swag to bring to you my comic book haul for books that were released on December 10th, 2014. Now, I am like, 4 days late to my comic book haul, and I definitely apologize for that, but rest assured, December 17th, this upcoming Wednesday, I will have my comic book haul out on the day that the books are actually released. So, today I have to show off for you guys. I got 8 books. Super excited about that. And I missed my haul last week too. I'm doing terrible. I have like 5, 6-ish books I'll show off for you guys that I got last week. Remember, always at the end of my hauls, I give you guys my cover of the week and my most anticipated title of the week. So if you guys know what your favorite cover of the week is or which book you're looking forward to reading the most, maybe you might have already read it. Go ahead and leave that down below in the comments. I always really enjoy seeing what you guys have to say about, you know, what's the best cover, because I always like looking up the art if I didn't get that book, and sometimes when you guys have most anticipated titles, it makes me read that book. So that'd be super cool if you guys could do that. Yeah, let's hop right into the haul. No need to do any other talking. So, I got 8 books this week. I got 2 from Image. I got, 5 from Marvel. And 1 from DC, I think. So, let's get right into it. My first book that I'm going to show off is The Walking Dead. This is issue number 135. It's called Face to Face. The Walking Dead has been, you know, you'd think after, you know, 130 issues that you might get some writer's block. But Robert Kirkman is continuing to slay this comic book. And I really like it a lot. If you have been reading The Walking Dead or you haven't, if you're just watching the show, you might want to skip forward a little bit. Down below in the description I have timestamps. But I want to talk to the people that have been reading The Walking Dead. I'm not spoiling anything with this issue, because in the past about 5 issues, they have found some walkers that were talking. And they started whispering, and it was kind of scary. Robert Kirkman, really cool that they came across walkers that were talking. Well, we found out last issue that they were not walkers. They were people that skinned the zombies and were wearing their skin and sewing it over their own skin so that they wouldn't be detected, which is genius and absolutely terrifying and disgusting. But issue number 135, I already read it. It's a really solid issue. Carl continues to be in the middle of just being a teenager and causing havoc. So issue number 135 of The Walking Dead, I want to talk about this first because this is amazing. And if you don't feel like reading 135 issues, I can let you know where you could jump on in the last 10 issues where you won't be out of the loop. So down below, leave in the comments if you want to know where to start on The Walking Dead. Alright, my next issue from Image is maybe in my top 5 books, and that is Southern Bastards, issue number 6. This is written by Jason Aaron with art by Jason Latour. Fantastic book. I've been recommending now this for, oh gosh, what, a year now? And I really, really enjoy Southern Bastards. It's a great book about just gritty Southern American life. There's football involved. They talk about wrestling sometimes. It's just awesome. It is a mature book. I would not recommend this for anybody under the age of 16, 15-ish. But solid book. Southern Bastards issue number 6. Super stoked for this. Alright, now let's hop into Marvel books. The first book I have is Axis, issue number 7. This is still written by Rick Remender. They continue to change the artist on this, and they keep having these crazy covers, but the whole idea of this book is some of the villains are good, some of the good guys are bad, and let life unfold. The funnest characters to read in these books have actually been Carnage and Deadpool. Deadpool's trying to be an Avenger really bad. He's doing everything he can. And in this issue, he keeps talking about Spider-Man like, hey, I'm your sidekick, right? Like, we're buddies, like, we're a duo. And Spider-Man is not digging being a duo with Deadpool. But, Deadpool's really trying to make it happen. Anyway, Axis, issue number 7. This isn't the greatest book ever, but I am enjoying the event. It has been entertaining for me, and I wouldn't mind reviewing all 9 issues with somebody here on the YouTube community. So if you would be interested in reviewing the Axis event with me after it's all said and done, leave a comment down below. I'd love to get a panel together to talk about this event, and maybe we could talk about just how events work in comics and how they're either frustrating or awesome for the medium. So that's Axis issue number 7. Next one is a book that brings a little levity in my life, and that is Raccoon, issue number 6. Scotty Young kills these covers, man. I just love the aesthetic of these. Some people aren't big fans of Scotty Young, but I think he's a savant. And what's cool about this is he writes this and does the art. So really cool stuff. Raccoon has been pretty good, actually, and I've been pretty surprised at how much I've enjoyed this book. So that's issue number 6. Really not too much else to say about that. Alright, let's hop into the Avengers here. This is Avengers issue number 39. We're still counting down until time runs out. And, you know, all these comics that lead up to other comic events usually drag along. And that's what Avengers is doing here. This continues to be written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Mike Deodato. And it's just dragging along. So we'll see where we go from here, but let's hope that Avengers starts picking up and being the Avengers title. It feels like Uncanny Avengers is the main Avengers title right now, so interesting stuff. Next up is Guardians of the Galaxy Annual, issue number 1. This is a sweet cover. This is definitely on my finalist for covers of the week. This is a really cool cover here, and this is written by Brian Michael Bendis, and this is a pretty cool comic. I haven't, you know, to tell you the truth, I haven't even opened this up. Haven't read it, haven't even looked at the art. But it is an annual, so sometimes these are necessary to get the full story, and a lot of the times they're completely unnecessary to the story. So we'll see how Guardians of the Galaxy reads, the annual. I'm not expecting it to be good, if that's any sign of anything. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual, but it is a really cool cover. I flipped it open, the art's so-so. Alright, next up is another annual, because it's the end of the year, and this happens with comics. So there's lots of annuals. This is another one written by Brian Michael Bendis, and this is Uncanny X-Men. This cover's not as cool, but it is cool nonetheless. But this is Uncanny X-Men Annual. This is issue number, I think it's annual number 1. This hasn't been a title for very long. This continues to be a pretty solid book. Haven't read this one either, haven't opened it, and I'm looking forward to reading it. What sucks about these annuals is they're $4.99, which is way too much for a book, but if you're a completionist, like I may be, you can't skip these for your comic book collection. You just can't. So anyway, that's Uncanny X-Men issue number 1 annual. I'm looking forward to reading those. They may be the last things I read this week, those annuals. And the last book I have is Batman Eternal issue number 36. I have been starting to catch up on this book. I'm like 15 issues behind, but this book has been really pretty good. I was hating on it for a long time. It got bad, it gets good. It has its moments for sure. But this is Batman Eternal issue number 36. I haven't read this book and I won't until I catch up. Like I said, I'm behind, but really cool cover. This would be cool for Halloween. It's a cool Halloween variant. So, alright, let's get into this. I'm going to do, before I go into my last week's haul, which I have right here, I have some comics to show off from last week. I want to do my cover of the week and most anticipated title of the week for this week's comics, for books that were released on December 10th. So, in terms of most anticipated title, I'm going to do Southern Bastards issue number 6. So when I was looking forward to getting the most, I read it first, and this always amazes me when I read this book. Jason Aaron is killing it. One thing I did forget to mention is I have Thor number 3 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 41 on my poll, but my comic shop forgot to pull them for me, and they sold out. So, Thor is like one of my favorite books. I got my Thor shirt on. I'm really excited about that book, and yeah, it bums me out. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 41, I missed out on them, and hopefully they'll have. They said they have multiple stores, and they said that they're going to deliver me some from their other stores, but let's hope I get them next week. Anyways, most anticipated title of the week, Southern Bastards, Jason Aaron. I read Jason Aaron, which made me think of Thor, because he's the writer. That's how I put that together. It wasn't that random of a tangent. Anyways, that's my most anticipated title. And my cover of the week, just because I can't help myself. Scotty Young. Raccoon issue number 6. It's a really cool cover. All these would be cool like little posters especially for like a kid's wall or kid's room. Really cool stuff. And if you've never seen the inside of this, of Rocket Raccoon, even though I usually show it off because I think the art's really cool. It's really bright colors and stuff. Anyway, I like Rocket Raccoon. That's my cover of the week. Alright, let's get into last week's haul real fast. I'll blow through these as quick as I can. A reminder, you guys, put down your cover of the week and most anticipated title of the week in the comments, and comment on other people's lists. It'd be cool to, down in the comment section, have like, you know, a community talking about best comics that are out there. It's all about, this whole thing, the whole idea of this is not just so I can tell you guys what I'm reading, that's corny, like that doesn't matter. It's about trying to recommend things to you guys and to other people that are into comic books. That's the whole idea. So let's go into last week's comics, and I'm gonna start off with my favorite, my most anticipated title last week, and I read it and it is bueno. And I would call it the cover of the week as well, and that's Birthright, issue number 3. This continues to be a slam dunk every time I read it. If you are 12 years old or you are 35 years old, I would recommend this book for you. It speaks to all ages, and if you're looking to get somebody into comics but they're not into superheroes, have them read Birthright. It's good stuff. PG channel, you better watch out. Alright, next issue I got is written by Jason Aaron. This is Men of Wrath, issue number 3. Now this is a mature comic that I wouldn't recommend to all ages. This is on the Icon imprint, but Icon is owned by Marvel. So this is really a Marvel book, and that's how they get away with it being a mature book, is they just slap a different label on it instead of Marvel. Men of Wrath is also a fantastic book, and there's a lot of good comics out right now. A lot of the comics are written by the same people, but solid comics. Good stuff. Next up is a book written and drawn by Jim Starlin. And if you don't know who he is, kids, you should look him up, because he has a huge tie to this comic book. And that is Thanos. Or Thanos, however you want to pronounce it. I like Thanos. It comes off a little more than Thanos, but Thanos is a little more passive. Thanos is a little more aggressive. I don't know. Thanos vs. Hulk, issue number 1, written and drawn by Jim Starlin. If you're the first person to leave down below in the comments why Jim Starlin and this title may mean something, I'll give you the digital copy of this book. I'll shoot you the free digital code that you can read this book on your iPad or iPhone or whatever you want. Why does Jim Starlin and this title mean anything significant? First person to do that down below in the comments, I'll shoot you a digital. There was a lot of talking in this issue. I did read it. A little too much talking for my taste. That's how Jim Starlin rolls though, and it wasn't a bad book. Now this one, I was pleasantly surprised by. This is Angela, Asgard's Assassin by Kieran Gillen. As we know, Angela is Thor's sister, long-lost sister of Asgard, and I bought this book, you know, just out of interest, right? Just like, I wonder how Marvel's gonna do Angela, because they have not done her well in Guardians of the Galaxy. And this book was awesome. I really loved it. I do also want to give away a free digital code for this as well. So the same person can't win both of these, but if you are the first person to comment what publisher first published Angela, I'll give you a free digital code. And you could read this on your smartphone. This is a really good book. I recommend this one more than the Thanos and Hulk. And if you want to answer both trivia, just answer with which one you'd prefer to have first. Anyways, this is a really good book. I highly recommend it. I am loving the women and female characters in comics right now, and the huge surge, and they're not cliche. They're like really starting to be written well, and Angela is another one that's awesome. Right now I'm reading Angela, Spider-Woman, Storm, Ms. Marvel. I think I have like 6 titles that are female led, and they're awesome. I love it. It's super cool. And the last two I don't have too much to say about. I got Legendary Star-Lord issue 6 by Sam Humphries, Batman Eternal issue number 35. Those are both from last week. I'm dropping Star-Lord, so not too much else to say about that except it is going gone. That's my comic book haul for the week, guys, and last week. And don't forget there's some free digital codes down in there. If you love this channel and you like this comic book haul, the coolest thing you can do is give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. That helps with the analytics in Google. If you want to be rad and way cool, our channel is now powered by Patreon, and we're no longer doing ads on YouTube at all. We're not trying to get any revenue by forcing you guys to watch ads. We're just asking that if you are a supporter of the channel and you want to like help us out for less than like a Coca-Cola a month, you can check out our Patreon. There's a link in the description, and you can click this annotation here. But for $1 a month, you can support the channel. We think that's the easier way to do it for the fans, other than forcing everyone to watch ads. Anyway, that's it for my comic book haul. I will see you on Wednesday, December 17th, with my legit haul on the same day that books came out. And look out for tomorrow on December 15th, Monday, where Ashton and I go over the nerd news. We usually do a live show on Google+, so make sure to check that out. And until next time, guys, same nerd swag time, possibly. Same nerd swag channel. I'll see you guys later. Peace.